Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to Harmony Portal Tarot Live. How is everyone this fine Friday? Friday. Check on in. Let us know that you're here. And of course, today is our donation only live stream that we do every other Friday or every 2 weeks, pretty much. And I think this is about the third or fourth one we've done, and it's gone pretty well so far. So yeah, it just gives me time to really focus on you guys and questions and kind of take a break from just all of the collective stuff or the free stuff. And then by the time we get to the next live stream again, I'm ready to give, ready to rock, ready to roll. So how is everybody? Let us know that you're here. Even if you're not donating for a question, you're just here to hang out and vibe and just see what's up. And fun fact, even if you're watching someone else's reading, there just may be something there that is for you, because where attention goes, energy flows, as you all know. So we're going to be just getting into this really quickly here. We already have 2 donations. We're going to start with our incense just to cleanse the space. I already did all my protections and clearing in that, but this is just a fun little bonus, that we can all enjoy. Me with the smell, you just to get to see the visual of it, I guess, rising up. Fun times. Okay, so let me put this back for now. And then there we are. Okay, so we're going to get us going here. A little bit more there. Okay, and if you have any intentions you want to set, feel free to do so. Just get that smoke going. Oh, it just smells so good. We've been into it as far as conversations about incense from time to time here. It's a fun conversation to have. But yes, so Jessa, aka Solar Siren, is first on the list here. Let's just see. I don't know if she posted a question in PayPal. I didn't open it up, so let me go look. No question. So Jessa, if you're here, go ahead and post your question. And we'll get right into that for you. And we also have a donation from Katie R. So looks like she will need a timestamp, and she has her question here. These are both for full readings. So yes, hope you're doing well. Okay. So I don't see Jessa here yet, but since we have this here to timestamp for Katie, we can just get right into it for Katie. And I normally wait till about the 5-minute mark to get going, but because we already have a couple donations and 1 question, we might as well just hop into this, right? I gotta put that timestamp for Amber still from last live stream, so I'm gonna put that here. So we are 3:10 for Katie. All right. Linda's here. Hi, Linda. I hope you're having a fabulous week. So, Katie, let me put that one there for now. Actually, I want to use this one too. So let me pull it on forward. Brianna's here. Hello. Hello. Notifications must have just gone out. Oh, yes. I'm getting an email that, yes, we're live. Okay. Notifications have gone out to some of you anyway. All right. And today, as I was explaining, there's a donation only live stream. Oh, Jess here. Since I'm having to timestamp for Katie, if you want to get right into your question, just go ahead and post it. We'll do that first, because I don't think Katie's here right now, and she's just going to watch the replay. So if you want us to get right into your question, we can totally do that. And I can just change her timestamp. No worries. And there's still room on the list. There's no only 6 spots or any of that today, because I'm just being very dedicated to anyone who wants the readings here today. And then when we run out of readings, if there's still time before I have to go pick up the kids, I'll just pop on to my other job and get minutes over there too. Yeah, it's a work day. What do I need to know from the universe? Okay. We're going to still use the Every Little Thing You Do Is Magic deck. So fun. So here we go. So what does Jessa need to know from the universe? In alignment with her true spirit, what does she need to know? Ooh, the moon and the Elder of Pentacles, or the King of Pentacles. Okay. So any financial woes or worries, I'm seeing by the next full moon, which, correct me if I'm wrong, I think we're moving into, are we moving toward the full moon? I try purposely, I'm a weirdo like this. I try purposely to forget what cycle of the moon we are in, but I'm hearing by the next full moon, there's a ritual you can do or just some intention that you're setting that can help bring in some income, some money. Money, 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 money. I'm just hearing that song in my head too. So if money is a bit of an issue or you're just kind of like, some more money will be good. I see this coming in around the time of the full moon. So let's just see anything else specifically. Funny enough too, the message I'm getting here before we get into this card, there may be some unknown gift or something coming, maybe even cash money or something from your mom, or a gift your mom is giving you. Because moon is mother energy. Elder of Pentacles, I could read that as Claude's energy. There may be some help or I don't see it as a loan though. I feel this is maybe a gift that could potentially be coming your way. Either cash money or some sort of gift or something that's coming through. And then Six of Swords is healing surrounding money. I'm getting worried about money because no job, right? Right. And I want to put my finger on the pulse of the job situation too, because that seems like a very important thing to discuss and talk about. Okay, Two of Pentacles. So it's interesting because you're riding the waves of this unemployment train. You're getting all of your, what do you call it? Your resumes, your, what do you call them? Applications, all the fun things. You're getting these things going. Okay, the new moon. So we got a bit. Okay. Yeah. So that's like 3 weeks away, right? Or no, 2 weeks away. Yeah, 3 weeks away. A little less. It's the full moon. But full moon, I'm actually seeing as a time for you to reap some benefit or reward, harvest, money. But there may be 2 job offers, and I'm seeing between now and 209 day coming up. And yes, this weekend I'm finishing and getting and starting, because I didn't start the one candle that you have on order from me. Because I was just trying to like orchestrate the like logistics of how to make it. And I think I finally figured it out. So I'm going to be making that one this weekend. So yay. And other 209 gifts to be in the mail. But what I see is by 209 day, you are having at least some positive forward momentum or communication with two different potential jobs or job offers. The number 55 may be relevant. You may be seeing it on clocks, license plates. And it's funny because I thought that was a 55. No, that's a 65. But fun fact, you also have the 55 card. So how funny is that? Look at that. Very funny. Yeah, the way that they have these numbers, the font is maybe difficult to read from a distance here. I was trying to read it on the camera, but anywho, moving along. What else does Jessa need to know? What else does Jessa need to know from the universe? Hi, Brandy Lynn. All right. What's going on? Oh, the sun. Haha. Solar vibes. Look at this. But it almost looks like an like if you cut an orange or a lemon. That's kind of what it's looking like. I think it's a flower, to be honest, but from like this, it kind of looks like the outer part is like the rind of a lemon or an orange. It's very glowy too. Like these cards don't literally glow. Yeah, it's a flower. It's just the lighting is very glowy. Look at that, just glowy. I guess that's a good thing for once. For once, the lighting is doing something cool. But the sun, this is about happiness. This is about joy. This is about expansion, things just evolving, growing. I'm seeing like a little seed being planted, and of course you need the sun to coax that seed out of it, and water, obviously water and soil. But the sun is really what helps coax that seedling once it finally breaks the surface, because it doesn't need the sun until then, but once it breaks the surface, that sun is coaxing it ever upward, So let's just see. What is this seed breaking the surface or about to break the surface for Jessa? Is this a job? Is this a different opportunity? What is this? Okay, it's a job. That is good news. This is the Champion of Pentacles or the Knight of Pentacles. Slowest moving knight out there, but also the most stable, secure, building something that's very solid here. So even though this has already taken a minute and you're ready for that next step, that next opportunity to be front and center in your life, it's on the way. It really is on the way. And this is some sort of beetle looking guy. Is this a horned beetle? I don't know. He's got like 2 horns and then like a nose that kind of goes upward like that, if you can see it. Kind of creepy looking, to be honest, but I don't know. He's not giving me bad vibes or anything like that. Beetles, I'm getting just this download that it's a sign of protection, and especially financial protection or job security. That's what this means in this context. Let's go to the clarifying life situations oracle for Jessa. Anything else she needs to know about this job situation, life in general, relationships, just whatever the universe needs her to know. Linda's also resonating with parts of the reading. Amazing. And we have your Valley of Shadows. Step into the enveloping shadows, a valley of shadows. Here, fears are faced, and the courage is forged in dimly lit paths. And what was I seeing about, it's very dimly lit when you're the seed beneath the surface, and you haven't quite broken out of the shell yet to then try to seek upward to find the sun. So it's like you're almost there. Because look at this ascent here. And as you get further up this set of stairs, it's like the light is peeking through, like that light at the end of the tunnel energy, especially leading into February. But let's just see. we know this deck likes to play, especially when Jessa's involved, but we're going to give it a go today just to see if we can tune in and not get a cheeky little response about the timing of Jessa being able to start this next job. When is Jessa starting this next job? Don't be cheeky with us. Oh, it is. Okay, I definitely see you in a job by December. I'm mostly focused on something that was going on energetically around Christmas time is closing out between this new moon cycle and the full moon cycle that's upcoming. And that will help bring in more abundance, more kindness, more compassion, more wishes granted, and more unforeseen gifts. That's something we were tuning into earlier with this unforeseen gift from your mom coming in, especially around the full moon. And the time that they're really leaning into here on this is the solstice, which was January 20th or 21st. I always forget which day that was. You can look it up. But that's when the light is the most, what's the word? It's the days are the shortest. So every day after the winter solstice, the light increases and then increases. And then by the time we get to the equinox, day and night are equal, right? Equinox, equal. And then when you get to the summer solstice, there's a reason I'm explaining this. This feels very relevant to your job search. And by summer solstice, you're going to be like, whew, thank God that's all over. But definitely before then, because let's see, this one's jumping. Okay, from the 16th to the 25th of the month. So 209 day is not quite in this time frame. And you are just about to end this time frame, meaning tomorrow's the end of the 25th. So I'm really actually reading this as February's energy. But what I see with this is the fact that you're taking these days leading up to 209 day and just setting your intentions with this job stuff, that something's going to break through. Something's breaking the surface, and not just one thing, 2 things. And as I'm putting things back, it's like within a few days, excitement and positivity. So there's some news coming in within a few days. And I would say, maybe lengthen this to a few days to a week from now. There's something good coming in that is going to be really exciting, that you're like, okay, things are looking up. Things are getting better. I love this. Let's go to the Money Moves Oracle, because we want some money to be moving in Jessica's direction. I called you Jessica. Sorry, old habits die hard. Jessa's direction. It's funny because anytime I talk to your mom, she makes it a point to call you Jessica at every chance she gets. It's so funny. All right. By summer solstice, Jupiter will be exalted in your first house. Okay, boom. So for sure something's popping off well before then. You're leading up, because Jupiter being in 12th house, it can be you facing that poverty mindset, that lack mentality, because Jupiter really does expand things where it's at. The 12th house already does deal in loss, isolation, feeling like things just aren't where they need to be. But Jupiter does it in a way that's going to elevate you spiritually. It's not going to take everything from you just because I'm a meanie, I'm gonna take it away. Like the energy of it is of a like a parent that's like pushing the child out of the nest. Like that's what Jupiter's kind of trying to get going on here in your life personally is how it feels. But let's just see anything else going on for Jessa. Oh, love life. And I know, your love life is not directly associated with your career, but as we know, like twin flame vibes, twin flame energies, mirrors, and what's going on over here is going on over here. And I know twin flame, he's been having a little bit of issue just with personal sadness and the things that have been going on in his personal life. And you somehow feel that there's like this, push, pull, give, take, all this stuff. But I see as things improve for him, things also improve for you. And also with Sam, just doing things you love together, like, going to fun movies together, or, family fun movie night at home, or cooking fun dishes together, like whatever, just things that bond you. And when you can be in that elevated state of joy, that sun energy we were tuned into earlier. Did I already put that back? I guess I put it back in the deck. Okay, but we had the sun card out earlier. And it says here, free from problems and money troubles, enjoy the passion of love, love and be loved. And this doesn't have to just be romantic love, but your love of life, romanticizing life, just really leaning into the fun and joyful moments of life. All right, so I hope that resonates for you. She's got her mind blown by something. Well, it kind of is. Once I get the job, I can focus on moving. There you go. There you go. That's so true. That is so true. You're right. You're right. All right. So that's amazing. I love it. All right. So where did I put? There it is. Losing my mind over here. There we go. All right. Let's just get one more. Just anything else Jessa needs to know as we close out here. Star power. I love that. And it does kind of look like in one of your last readings, not your last reading, but one of the more recent readings, where we were zoomed in on the star Sirius, and it kind of almost like was a shape-shifting. I think you said it looked very much like an opal. I'm kind of getting the same vibe from this, but it says star power, become an influencer of the company and earn fame, popularity, step in the spotlight. So you're definitely being highlighted somehow. You're stepping into a spotlight in some company. And it may be that they have a company newsletter or something, and then you get hired and they do this whole profile on you. Like, you just never know. It could be something like that, or just feeling very front and center in this job search. Like, you feel like you're the most likely candidate, or someone tells you, hey, you're in the lead for this, we're most likely going to go this direction, but just heads up, probably going to hire you. Something like that. But you're being put center stage in a really cool way. Yeah. All right. I hope that resonated for you, Jessa. Always a pleasure to read for you, as you know. Okay. Katie. Let me just double check. I'll keep our list up to date here, but I think as far as I know, yeah, Katie's our last donation. So last call, everybody. If you want a reading, now's your last chance to get one before next Wednesday anyway. You can always come back Wednesday if that's what you want to do. But yes, we will assess the situation after Katie's reading, which I'm now going to re-timestamp after a drink of water. From time to time, this kind of smells like, and it's not giving off as much smoke as some other incense. So I guess maybe you're not really enjoying the visual of the smoke dancing around in the background. Oh, Brianna's here. She's about to donate. Cool. Well, we will definitely be here for that. But every once in a while, it kind of wafts over here, and it kind of smells or reminds me of my grandma's house. Now, mind you, my grandma was a heavy smoker the whole time I knew her. So she would try to mask the smell of her cigarettes and stuff with heavy Glade plugins and potpourris and what have you. So I'm not getting that headache vibe that I would get around her house, but it's more of a pleasant reminder. The smoke mixed with a bit of a floral fragrance. So it's hinting at grandma's house without it being grandma's house. Am I being a brat? Probably. Yeah, growing up, I would walk in and be like, But what's weird is my mom now lives in the place my grandma lived the whole time that I was growing up. And even after, like, my grandma went in the hospital about 3 weeks, 2 weeks, I don't know, before she passed. And in that time, her riding lawnmower was stolen and just random stuff like this. But it still smelled like her then. And then she passed away in October of 2020. But then by the summer of 2021, all of us were there to clean everything out and, donate what needed to be donated. Well, there wasn't a lot we could donate because it still kind of had that saturated smell, But by the time, I would say probably about 2 years after she had passed, the smell was starting to fade. And you'd walk in and it just smelled kind of, I don't even know the word. Like, I don't even know how to put it into words, but it was weird. It was really weird. I don't even know why I'm getting off on this tangent, but there it is. And now that well before my mom even moved in, it really didn't smell like my grandma's house at all. And now there's no smell like that I can detect. It's just very neutral, very neutralized. But there was a lot of washing of walls and painting and all sorts of getting out old furnitures and beds and linens and clothing from the closets that would really hold on and keep that smoky smell going strong for 40, 50 years, Well, I guess my grandma, it's a mobile home, as they used to call them, like a double wide trailer. But she bought the property, I think the year before the trailer, and the trailer is in 1977. So from 77 to 2020, my grandma was just smoking away in that place for years and years and years and years. All right. Well, let's get into this. Okay. Katie, I got a timestamp. That's what I got to do. So we're at 22:02. What a cool timestamp. 22:02. All right. For Katie. And let's just see what her question is. I hope you're doing well. I am doing well. Thank you, Katie. And I hope you are as well. She'll be at work during the live stream today and would like a timestamp, please. I would like a message from Stacy. Okay, let's get into it. A message from her friend Stacy. And hopefully someday, maybe, who knows, more than a friend, Stacy. Okay, message from Stacy to Katie. What does Stacy want Katie to know? Ooh, we have the Elder of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. Okay, this is telling a very clear story. Trouble in paradise. Things are not going well with her and her husband. Kind of status quo, business as usual with their connection. She's just feeling left out in the cold. I'm seeing him giving her a lot of cold shoulder or just not being very emotionally available to her. And that's hard for her because she likes to bond and connect to people on a more emotional level. So as far as her message toward you, it's funny because we always start these readings about her message toward you, kind of just like putting our finger on the pulse of like how she's doing, like in her just daily personal life. But what's her actual message toward or to Katie? Ryan. Yeah, she's stressed out. And it's interesting because this may be why she hasn't reached out. And that's why this is coming forward as a message from her is like, I don't know, I'm just kind of at my wit's end with, the guy in her life and just could even be some actual financial concerns, especially with inflation kind of being what it is, the new presidential turnover or changing of guard with government. Just the state of affairs of the world may have her in a bit of a stress. And a lot of times when we are feeling down like that or really stressed or hyped up about things in that way, sometimes it is the best medicine for us to have a coffee date with a friend or, whatever that looks like, but just checking in with a friend. Yeah. Yeah. She's trying to be strong for her kid or kids. I can't remember. She has more than one kid, but at least the one kid. Yeah, it was like just trying to be really strong. But she could get that emotional fix by connecting with you. So I guess this message from Stacy would be for you, Katie, to just reach out and say, hi, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Do you want to grab coffee or, just reaching out. And even if she can't for some reason, don't give up because there's like long-term or like longevity here. She's working through things, but I do see that she wants, like, if things were, yeah, like she wants that new beginning as far as just being able to go do something fun and carefree and not have to worry about what to make for dinner that night, or who needs what how much are things going to cost next month. Like, she just needs like a break or a reset is kind of how this feels. All right, what else? Message for Katie from Stacy. Seven of Swords. I'm going to clarify on this. What is this? I already know what it is. Yeah. Okay. So there may have been friends in her past that, you know, she thought we were great friends, we were besties, whatever, and then they'd stab her in the back. So it may be hard for her sometimes to make the time for friends because she's kind of out of practice with like hanging out with this friend, hanging out with that friend, or a group of friends. Like, she's kind of out of practice with that. So it would be beneficial if you, of course, you know, it reaches a point where you're like, okay, you also should initiate conversation or contact or invite me somewhere. But what this does feel like is you being the point of contact as far as initiating the next steps in your friendship. Yeah. Literally communicating, reaching out, moving in her direction, because this is the Knight of Swords. And this is like fast communication, coming in hot, last minute. Hey, this thing's going on. I know it's like short notice, but like, do you want to go? And she may just be able to say yes. Or just say, you know, hey, whenever you do have time, do you want to get together? Let me know. Let me know when that time would be for you, and I'll check my schedule, and we'll coordinate this. We'll figure it out. Yeah. Anything else? Anything else for Stacy to Katie? Yeah, Apprentice of Wands, because it's the Page of Wands. It's like there's excitement when she thinks about you. There's, you know, connection. There's emotional stability that just isn't there with other people in her life. So there definitely is an attraction as well, whether this is purely romantic or more just I feel good when I'm in your energy, or I'm just drawn to you and I don't know why. Like, she hasn't maybe completely worked out in her own mind, why am I so attracted in Katie's direction? But she definitely is. Even if she does kind of at times play aloof, or it's more because she feels very out of practice or kind of socially awkward, doesn't really know what to say or how to be like the one to initiate that contact or conversation. But let's just see if there's anything else. For Stacy's message to Katie. Woo! Fell into my lap and to the floor. Ooh, well, hello there. Desire is feeling your connection, both emotionally and physically. Well, the emotional stuff, we feel that's locked down for sure. It represents a deep craving for closeness and mutual goals. Yeah, and even if, you know, she's still with her husband, she's craving this deep emotional, also physical, but, you know, we'll just take it one step at a time, emotional connection with someone. And you really do fit the bill with a lot of what she's looking for in her, you know, personal connections. So I guess to boil this down, reaching out and trying to coordinate or schedule a time where, you know, because that's the thing friends say a lot. I'm guilty of this as well with a couple of local friends I have. It's like, oh my gosh, it was so good to see you. Like, you know, usually it's in passing or picking kids up from one house or the school or, you know, whatever. And then you're like, oh my gosh, this was so cool to catch up for this like 5 minutes that we've had. We need to get together sometime. But then like sometime never happens. It's like the next time you're in passing, oh, we need to make this happen. We need to make it happen. It's like maybe right then and there you compare schedules, compare notes, and then make that, you know, make that schedule, make that plan. Or if you're both into a certain thing. This is something that it's funny because I was out with a friend, you know, we just made a point to like, let's just make Wednesdays our thing. Like during the day, you know, I will work in the morning for a couple hours and then I'm gonna meet my friend. So that's what we've been doing. And I saw this, Katie, and I thought of you because correct me if I'm wrong, you're into plants, but I thought of you. It's a really cool little plant powered social hour here in my town, obviously. But it's like new house plant social hour. Join local experts and grow your indoor plant knowledge. We will meet around town each month, 6 p.m. last Tuesday of every month. Starts January 28th. And I thought to myself, maybe I'll go to that. But I also thought maybe, I thought of you, Katie, when I saw this, because I know you're into plants, or at least I think I know you're into plants. I think at some point we had talked about plants. So anytime I see like plants, I'm like, oh, Katie, so fun. But maybe it's not exactly this, but there's something that you and Stacy have a mutual interest in that you can get together and make that, even if it's just once a month where you're meeting in a group with other people, but you still have time to like catch up and hang out. You could do something like that, a book club, or a lot of local libraries have all sorts of events going on. So if you're like short on like ideas of like, I don't want to just sit at a movie because then we can't really like hang out and talk, or maybe at times going out to coffee, just like, what would we talk about? Definitely you'd find things to talk about, that's for sure. But just finding a way to connect, even if there's like there's this thing going on the last Wednesday of every month, or whatever it is. All right, so let's see. So I hope it resonated for you, Katie. Thanks again for your donation. I'm going to circle this so I actually make the timestamp, so you're not having to I know we've only been live about 31 minutes, but I don't want you to have to scrub through the video trying to find your question and the answer to your question. All right, so Brianna says, never mind, false alarm. That's okay. So yeah, you guys, I think we've reached the end of our little live stream here, so that's cool. We knocked it out of the park. Look at us go in under 35 minutes. We're at 31:40. So yeah, you guys, well, thanks again so much for all those likes, comments, shares, subscribes. I don't know why I'm doing this now. I used to just do this, but now I'm getting like the shoulders and the head into it. I don't know. Maybe it's a whole thing. Maybe it's the next Gangnam Style or Macarena. I don't know. But thanks again for all the likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things and donations as well. But I will be back here next Wednesday evening, 6 p.m. Mountain Time next week, which it looks like that's the new moon. Brandy Lynn let us know that next Wednesday is the new moon, so that's very interesting. Very cool timing on that. What else? I don't think I have any other announcements. So yeah, I'll see you guys Wednesday, and have a great weekend. Yeah. All right. So I will talk to you guys next time. All right, you guys. Bye.